Hello, welcome back to my channel. Do I look miserable? Anyway, is this on? Yes, it is on. So I got this from Last Grab Matcha. So that's the Instagram handle. Let's go get Grab Matcha. And I love how they put like you are loved, you are loved. I think this is the only person that basically saying you are loved. It's kind of ironic that you need to receive affection from businesses rather than people. Anyway, so that's the way it is. They put so much effort into this packaging, so hopefully they are thriving as a business. So that's the inside. I got Ippodo. So they basically sold out within like 15 minutes of releasing their stock on Instagram, and I was gonna buy like 3 or 4 matcha, but they basically ran out really fast. So I did not get 3 matchas as I wanted it. As I was like checking out, they were basically saying the stocks um, is updated. Please refresh. And when I refreshed, they all are out of stock. So it was really difficult, and I felt like I was so lucky to get even one. Um, so I guess that's a really good business model when your customers feels like you're so lucky to spend only on you can manage to buy one. Anyway, so this is a kan matcha from Ippodo. So I never really have anything of Ippodo, and I got sucked into the matcha world only recently. And I basically have sacrificed quite a bit to be invested in this matcha world because they are a bit expensive to get. Oh, so this is Ippodo, and it's basically just comes out like this. They don't have a tin. It doesn't come in a tin. Usually it comes in a tin like this. Like everything comes with a tin. Usually even the Yamamasa got in a tin. Oh no, that's sad. So this is the kan. I don't know how to. So that's only like the kan. Oh, but you know what? So I bought hojicha in this brand as well when I first got into matcha. So this is my first matcha premium ones, and I got the hojicha one in the same brand. So I might just use that for this Ippodo because I don't feel comfortable not putting it in a tin, to be honest. So just let you know. So if that comes in that, it won't come in a tin. I am still shocked, you guys. So I'm just gonna cut it like that. I cut it like that with the Yamamase as well. So it's really green actually. So it's pretty green. I don't want to change the. So it's pretty green. The color is pretty good. The smell is gorgeous. The smell is very umami. I really like the smell because when I had the Yamamase, this is only for the matcha girly. I feel it should not be for other. For with this one, I don't like the smell. It doesn't have that umami smell. So this is the samidori one, and it doesn't have the smell that I like. So this one is very Nice. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to cut this and I'm going to basically put this into my, I'm gonna I'm gonna put this on there and then staple it so that it becomes a label so that I know what it is. I know that sounds really weird, but I just want to know what they are. Anyway, so let's try. So this is an uncut version of the videos because I'm not gonna edit. I feel like one of the reasons why I am not editing as much this year is because the rewards and effort ratio is not really worth it for me personally, because maybe my skill is not up to par when it comes to editing. I'm gonna try. This is really good. So this is Ippodo Kan. So I'm not a professional matcha drinker, so I don't have a station. I basically just use my frother. But I am using my frother as if that it is kind of a bamboo whisk. So I do this like without turning it on. And I found out that it actually can make it whisk really well. And it can create an effect similar to using a bamboo whisk maybe, because it froths really well and you feel like you are actually doing it properly. Well, visually anyway, it come across like that. Let me show you. So if you see that, that's like it creates a microphone even if it's not turned on and you're using it manually like that. So if I put it in I have this, but I haven't used it. So if I put it here, you can see the microphone is actually there. And then I would just whisk it like this. So this would be a thick tea, I think. A koicha, that's what the term is. So I'm gonna just try to drink it as a koicha and see how it tastes. It's really creamy. It's bitter, which I found to be funny because I thought it was not gonna be bitter. Because with other matcha, it can create a sweetness. That's why I kind of fall in love with matcha. But this one, as a thick tea, is quite bitter. So let's see if I use it as a thin tea, which is as ujicha, I think it's ujicha, whether it tastes sweeter or not. It was really bitter as a thick tea. Okay, as a thin tea, thin just means like it's more water. It's actually not bad. The bitterness kind of disappears. And it doesn't have that kind of medicinal or herbal taste or like grassy taste at all. So just by adding a little bit of water, the bitterness is gone, and there is a sweet aftertaste. Wow, that's amazing. Like, it was really bitter just now when it was just like the. I think I have matcha on my face. No. But now, as a thin tea, just like that, the taste is different. The astringency, the dryness is not as strong, and there is a sweetness aftertaste. Okay, I definitely won't use it as a thick tea, even though as a thick tea, it was really creamy. I really like the texture, but the taste is not really good. It's really nice as a thin tea. So I think on its own, it's really nice. But it has to be a thin tea, meaning like it has to have like a lot of water. Well, this is not a lot, but you know what I mean. Like, it's not just a thick one, a creamy one, which is a shame because the creamy one really tastes as if that it's like, I don't know, a really cool, luxurious drink, creamy one, like so smooth and velvety, but it doesn't taste nice. It's really bitter if you just drink it as if it's a thick one. So I'm gonna make another one, and I'm gonna pour it into uh, oat milk. So I've already prepared that. So I'm gonna pour that into here and to see if it overpowers the oat or not. So I really like just doing this and not turning it on and then just whisking it like this. For some reason, it doesn't work if you use like a other whisk. Like, if you use a bamboo whisk, of course it will work. But like, because I have like this other small whisk that I use for eggs, like this one, and it doesn't work. But if I just use this as a proper whisk, it's fine. Anyway, so I'm gonna aerate it now. In my brain, I feel like the bamboo whisk that they use traditionally is basically just a technology that they created before we have this mechanical aerator. That's how my brain works anyway. Okay, so let's pour this into this and see the color changes. Look how brilliant that color is. It looks like jade green on camera. It's not as green in real life. Let's see if it takes, because usually the milk will overpower the matcha. Okay, the milk still kind of overpower the matcha. But the matcha is really blending really well. So I use about like 3 or 4 grams of the shot, the matcha kan, the Ippodo Kan. You probably need more for it to, but you know what? That's strong enough for one. I usually would need like 2 shots to taste the matcha, but the matcha can be tasted even with a very heavy milk. I think that's pretty good. That's not bad actually. So I would say that this is not a bad matcha. You have to drink it either with a latte or as a thin tea. Unless you really like bitterness, then you can have it as a thick tea. But if you don't like bitterness, I think you just have to drink it with as a thin tea and you'll be all right. This is not bad actually. I would probably classify it as maybe a 4 out of 5, so about an 8 out of 10. It's not bad. It's not my worst matcha. But anyway, that's it for today, guys. I know that's like a random matcha review unboxing, but here we are. Here we are. I have to justify the amount that I paid for it. I paid $28 from Let's Go Grab Matcha. So if they're restock, you can follow them on Instagram and you can purchase it if you're in Sydney. Anyway, I'll see you later. Bye, everyone. Oh, sorry. Yeah, reminder, free $125 from ING Australia for new customers only. If you want to check it out, you can see the links in the description box below and see whether it will suit you or not. This is not a financial advice, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.